Hello, hello, hello everyone. What is up? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Episode 7. Before we get into it, may I just kindly ask you guys to smash that like button, give it some love so it helps push us out to that YouTube algorithm. And definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe and definitely ring that little bell so you get notified of all the latest uploads. And don't forget to follow me on social. Also, if you want to help out with the channel, details for that are in the description below. And with that being said, everyone, let's go ahead and get right into it here and speak to Alphino. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Elmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west and then cross a small bridge. Wow. So even Alphino couldn't even get into the city, huh? Alright, well, let's go west. Ooh, one more quest after this. After we complete this, I'll be leveled up to 71. Sweet. Lisa seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar? I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all of its culture and history, was being erased from existence. Oh no! Get away from me! A what? Over there! Quickly! Someone's in trouble! Thanks, Alphino. I couldn't have guessed that myself. That's a big-ass iguana. Oh, a sin eater. Uh-oh. Oh, thank the fates. Look out. Oh man, that didn't do anything. Oh my god. Ah, get out of there. Whew, that was close. My poor heart. Thank you, young miss. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings. But I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you alright, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell, nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Elmore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than anything than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make sin eaters take task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now I'm sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's not to be had here but cobwebs and memories. Oh, cobwebs and memories. 'Tis as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Ulmore's shadow. Should the Sea Eaters descend upon this region, they are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? Ah yes, Alice would be well qualified to speak on the subject. Compare with Amarang, Hulusa is almost a haven, but as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Had you arrived but a few moments later, the Sea Eaters would have claimed another victim. Still, we have won a small victory this time, at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. Well, I don't even really think I need to see it anymore, considering she said there was a queue to get into the city. I kind of have a good idea how it's going to look.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Ulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Ah, I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh? I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please! Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all! Ulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We might not at all.
Fish, is it? Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Ulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Eulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor. Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident! For you!
Ah, at last!
Enjoy!
Thank goodness.
Over here!
Meal is a foodstuff which Eulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems... well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Okay, obviously the two jesters are an Easter egg from Final Fantasy IX. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far to be naught. The dubious privilege of the residency must be won via contest, with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Eulmore's creator, oh god, why am I getting tongue-tied? Eulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I've seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words inevitably fallen on deaf ears. The attitude is too entrenched now. I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. Might as well start with the furthest one away, obviously. Dang, there's no Aether right here either? That sucks. Still here, are you? Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Eulmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gatetown's not much to look at but at least it's safe, and the mole is the best thing I've ever tasted. That's to be debatable. I get my potions down here just in case I need them. Yeah, I should have my chocobo out. What the heck? It says to go up. Where the heck am I supposed to go up at? Oh, okay, I see. A large pot bubbles over the flame, pale chunks meal you realize float in otherwise plain broth. Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that awaits me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? Probably not. I mean, if you can't offer anybody anything, then you're pretty much dealt with. You're thrown aside. Welcome to socialism, everybody. You've seen what Gatetown has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They become dependent on handouts of Mole and believe Ulmar is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to convince of any other way of life. Boom, 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 boom. Nice, 71. Alright. It's not really their way of life. I would say you disapprove of Ulmar. The difficult to make a final judgment without first seeing the city's inner workings. Mayhap it is uncertainty which always makes me feel so ill at ease here. Not that it matters, however unjust this system seems to me. If these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forgo Ulmar Zagras are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gatetown, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and unattended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am convinced that Ulmar's generosity truly serves the best interests of the Bulusa's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Ulmar's gates. It is unfortunate that you arrived when you did, Kiara. I have been working on a scheme to institute myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There is a beast tribe who makes it homes in the seas surrounding the island in Ondo. They are called, though you and I know them as the Shahigan. For the most part, they keep to themselves in ocean grottos and rarely have dwellings with land dwellers. But it's hard to take such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane. Business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown products, fresh fruit in particular, and when I offered to produce such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective any prospective investor. Would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Ulormian lord would have a time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. Well, at least you learned that. My appointment with Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help make the exchange? Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first, then. We must first pay a visit to Moshamoa, my supplier in Right. Come, it's just to the northwest of here. Good, finally get me the heck out of here. Get me out. Get me out of here. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Someone was spying. We got a spy in our midst. That's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, let's go. Ooh, that's pretty far away. Eh, not that far. It's actually literally right there. These towns are so small. Oh, that's an evil looking Orchuru. That one's got teeth. Oh, that one has bonus light on it. Dang it. Alright, ladies and gents, you always know what we gotta do first. Attune that crystal. Mosha Moa. Oh. A fellow cat girl. Nice. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Mosha. This is my associate Kiara. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded up your lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. This the lad, short blue hair? No? He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confound it, someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. If this charlatan was not here long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of the town, and I shall take the west. Oh, hey, look, it's Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Oh, for Christ's sake. Alright, come on, buddies. At least I got my chocobo with me now. And have one damn moment in peace, can I? There we go. That's more better. Search the surrounding for a male minstrel with short blue hair. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target is likely suspect to inspect with left click. You have located your quarry. It wasn't hard. He's literally the only one out there. Oh yeah, you look scared, don't you? Kiara, any sign of him? Yep. Over there. You have a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good on his escape. mean, I guess it's irrelevant which way we go. Alright, Alpino, you go in from one direction, I'll take the other. We'll corner him. Ew. Seriously? No, Toby, what are you doing over there? Get... Alright, come on, you. Now then, sir, I got a word to speak with you. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be voice. My bad.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear, must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
Yeah, that's not who you are.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alf, you know. Ever the slave to sentiment.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Wright then? Is that... I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble. Come on, they may need our help.